Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanya and I'm a credit repair specialist turned educator. So today I want to talk to you about who all has access to your credit reports without you even knowing. And this includes your current creditors, debt collectors, and companies that send you those pre-screened offers. They can all pull your credit report at any time without you knowing. Your credit report is a detailed summary of your credit history, and it's important to know who is accessing it. So let's get started. But first, please hit that subscribe button and like this video so that the YouTube algorithms can share this with others who need to know. The extent to which third parties can access your credit report is astonishing. Your current creditors can look at your credit report when you first apply for a line of credit, and as long as that line of credit is open. When you first ask for credit from them, they'll usually do a hard pull on your credit report. However, they also exercise their right to do soft pulls in order to check your credit at any time, even if you're paying them on time. So, what is a soft pull or a soft inquiry? And they're both the same thing. Soft pulls inquiries are different from hard inquiries in that they don't impact your credit score and they're not visible to other lenders or creditors. Soft inquiries are typically used for pre-qualified offers, background checks, and other non-lending purposes. See, we neglect to read the terms and conditions when we apply for credit. Every application has a clause that states that despite any unfavorable actions like past due payments on other accounts, they can decide whether or not to let us keep that account with them. So, for example, say you have a Visa credit card and Visa performs a credit check and learns that despite having a flawless payment history with them, you've made some late payments on your American Express card from a few months ago. Well, guess what? Visa can lower your credit limit with them and they can even close your account with them. And I've seen this happen. They can also decide to extend your line of credit with them based on how well you're managing other accounts. They can access your credit report at any time and without restriction. Now, let's talk about debt collectors. Can they perform soft credit pulls? Yes, they can, and yes, they do. Fair Credit Reporting Act, also known as the FCRA, gives them that right to do so. It includes language that gives debt collectors a permissible purpose, a legal reason to access your credit report for the purpose of collecting debt. So you can't tell them that they don't have your permission because guess what? They don't need your permission if it's for the purpose of collecting debt. So, debt collectors will do soft credit pulls to get a better understanding of your financial situation. They may use this information to determine just how likely you are to pay off your debt. They're trying to get that money from you, and in an attempt to do so, they can ask for copies of your credit report. If collection agencies believe that you owe them money and they have the necessary details that connect you to the debt, they can request a copy of your credit report. There is a cost involved for them to do so, but there's also a value in them doing so. Again, they're trying to make that money. So they use your credit report to calculate your collection scores. Yes, you have collection scores that you probably really didn't realize you had. These are scores that are used by debt collectors to determine the likelihood of you paying back a defaulted debt. They calculate collection scores so that they can rank debtors from highly likely to pay to not likely to pay. Now, they also use credit reports to find debtors. If they don't have a current address or contact information on you, they'll pull your credit report to get your current address so that they can attempt to get in touch with you. Finally, they look at your credit reports to determine your capability of paying them. They look to see if a person has any other unpaid debts or financial commitments that might have an impact on their ability to pay. So, for example, let's say you owe a collection company $700. That debt collector contacts you and you tell them that you can't afford to pay them, but they're looking at your credit report and they see that you have credit cards and they see that you have enough available balance on those credit cards to pay them. It's going to be hard to argue with them when they say that you have the ability to pay based on the availability of credit that you have on your credit cards. Now, contrary to what a lot of people think, security freezes do not prevent debt collectors from pulling your credit reports. And I'm going to say it again. Security freezes don't work when it comes to preventing debt collectors from pulling your credit reports. Why? Well, one of the exceptions to a security freeze is for the purpose of collecting debt. Now, you may be able to prevent creditors from pulling your credit report, but not debt collectors. It is legal for them to do so. They can and they do. Another thing, they pull your credit reports to keep track of how you are acting and they're looking for red flags or alerts. So, for example, they're going to check to see if you've reported a new job, a new line of credit, like a credit card, They're going to look for any indication that you have extra money to pay off collections. And guess what? They actually set up alerts with the credit bureaus to notify them of such events. See, collection agencies have connections with the credit bureaus. They can be notified of certain behaviors. So, a debt collector can be notified that you've paid down or off some debt, that you've lowered your credit utilization, and this gives them the impression that, hey, you've got some extra cash. When they become aware of this, they attempt to fine you. So, yes, collection agencies are keeping an eye on you as you apply for new credit, and this leads them to believe that you have the means to pay them too. They'll keep an eye out for credit increases. If you receive credit limit increases, the debt collectors can be informed. That's how they find out about you, and they use your credit report to check your potential to pay. So if a debt collector suddenly starts contacting you out of the blue about a debt, it's probably because they've set up alerts with the credit bureaus to be notified. And this just helps them in determining the best time to call you. Companies may also do soft pulls of your credit for pre-qualified offers. So when you get a pre-qualified offer for a credit card or a loan or some other financial product, it means that the company has looked at your credit report and your credit score via a soft pull to determine whether or not you're a good candidate for their product. Be careful of these pre-qualified offers. It doesn't mean you will get approved. If you have less than good credit, there is a less than 50% chance that you will actually get approved. You can opt out of these pre-screen offers either by calling directly or going to the opt-out website and opting out of these pre-screened offers. These are operated by the major credit reporting agencies, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and Innovis. So by opting out of these pre-screened offers, you should not be bothered with any more of these items for 5 years. So how do you find out who has done a soft inquiry on you? Which companies, which debt collectors have requested a copy of your credit report directly from the credit bureaus? You can get a free copy of your credit report over at annualcreditreport.com and just follow the steps to request a free copy from each of the three major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Your credit report will include information about the soft inquiries and who's been requesting your credit reports. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more informative videos like this one. I'll see you in the next one.